Hello, good day, beloved. Okay, this is a quick one. Philippians 4:13. It says, I can do all things. That's Paul speaking. So I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Now, this does not actually mean ability to do physical work, but that's a reference to verse 12, which he says he know how to abound, I know how to be abased. You know how to do this and you know how to do that. That is telling you and I that in any situation we find ourselves, we are okay with that situation, not because of our ability, but because of the Christ in us. Yeah. So if a believer is in a state of depression, he cannot even get to that state of depression. It's in a state of pains. In a state of pains, the believer will still remain faithful to Christ and still be rejoicing because of the Christ that strengthens him. If the believer is in trial times, the believer will still be strong because of Christ that strengthen him. So we should not just look at this verse that is referring to you, a believer, being strong always, but it's telling us that irrespective of the condition the believer should find himself or herself, that the Christ in the believer that strengthens the believer, that empowers the believer, but that is the strength of the believer, will keep the believer going. Yeah, this was what happened to our patriarchs and matriarchs, that when they were in times of pains, when they were in times of affliction, when they were saddled with the responsibility of carrying their cross, they remained strong. Even in the midst of fierce temptation, they remain strong. In the midst of fierce trials, they remain strong, and the Christ in them gave them victory. Take a situation of Daniel. Daniel was confronted with the lion's den, and yet Daniel remained strong. Look at the three Hebrews men. So it is not just about having the ability. I repeat myself. It's not about having the ability to abound, but it's about having the ability to both abound and to both be abased. So, as a believer, have this at the back of your mind, that you have Christ in you, and that Christ in you is your strength, that strengthens you, that empowers you, that gives you victory above every form of trials, above every form of pains, above any form of anything that will come to you. Beloved, remember, God loves you. Have a nice day. Shalom.